Hello YouTube, this is the Copernicus and you're watching my Let's Play of the Direwolf20 mod pack Season 2. So, I worked a little bit more with AE and we are going to go further with that in a little while. I haven't yet set up the automation behind the, growing pure certus and all that kind of stuff. I did set up a small sugarcane farm here. All I have is some terrain smashers. They just break the block in front of it, and so they're breaking the sugarcane, and that's going into this barrel here. And I also set up an autonomous activator with my reinforced watering can, just so I could get a lot super quick. So it's only been up for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, and it already has 400, so it's doing pretty good. But I wanted to just kind of touch on blood magic just a little bit, because one of the things we're going to have to do to get to the next tier is build something pretty complicated, and then we're going to have to let it sit for a while, right? So I don't want to have to do that when we got around to it again. I'd rather do that now, and then we can work on other things while what we need to let sits, and then we can come back to that later when we're ready to go to the next tier. So first things first, I made an alchemic chemistry set. This is how you make different potions and different ingredients in blood magic. It does require a blood orb to use LP to make the whatever you're making. So that wasn't too hard, so I just made another master blood orb to keep in there. You also notice over here these things called alchemic calcinators. How they work is you need a blood orb in them, so I made 4 more master blood orbs, which wasn't too bad actually with how fast we're raking in the LP. And you just right click the master blood orb and you can kind of see them right there on the bottom shelf. That's not good. That is not good at all. Holy cow. One sec, guys. Get the lights. Holy cow. I do not know how that happened. I guess a creeper must have got aggroed. Let's take care of this problem quick. Okay, that seems to be that. I think it was just the first floor, so that's good, I guess. Looks like we're going to do a little bit of quick repairing here, but no worries, we should be back to the main stuff in just a second. Is there any dirt? No. Luckily all the cursed earth survived. That's that. I think that ate up some of my dark glass. Maybe 5 more. Yikes. There might be some in this chest over here. Beautiful. Well, I mean, that's the first time that's happened, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. If it does, I guess we'll have to find a fix for it. There we go. That'll do for now. Get rid of this stuff. Alright, so anyways, where was I? Let me flick this back on. Perfect. Okay. Like I was saying, oh yes, the alchemic calcinators. So what they do is they take things that you make in the alchemical chemistry set and break them down into their, I guess, liquid form, is what I'd call it. I'm pretty sure you can only store them in Blood Magic's little bell jar here. I don't think you can store them in other containers, so they're not really a liquid, but a gas form, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. And it just does this with your life points from the Master Blood Orb. And I just have hoppers going into them so I can feed them a bunch at once. And the ritual we're going to do is called the Convocation of the Damned. And that requires 128 total runes. So I whipped up, let's see here. Yeah, there should be 2 stacks of ritual stones plus a master ritual stone to get ready. And then what you also need for this ritual is a little bit extra. You need a full bell jar of each of kind of the base aspects from blood magic. So if you look up blood magic, they're kind of right here on the second page. You can see Incendium, Magicalis, Sanctus, Aether. These are advanced ones, you don't need those. Terrae, Aquasalis, Tenebrae. It says in the book too that Blood Magic has a book. So you need Incendium, Aquasalis, Terrae, Aether, Sanctus, Tenebrae, and Magicalis, and Potentia. And you need to make 16 of each of them, and that will fill one bell jar full. I'm going to show you kind of how you do it and make them, because the tools you use are a little finicky. There's an alchemic segmenter, which you can use to define what aspects you want in a tank. You don't really need that for this. I just kind of make all of them at one crack. There's an alchemic cleanser which clears the destinations, and then the alchemic router which sets destinations. It's all kind of confusing, but I'll go through it and show you guys quick here. I've got some stuff prepared. Unfortunately, I've got some stuff not so prepared. Pretty much all of these require simple catalyst. It's kind of like the foundation, I guess, of it, of the blood magic reagents. I've already got this memorized because I've done this so many times. Half a stack of that and some sugar. This is why I was making all that sugar. There we go. And the redstone has to be separated into 2 stacks. So you need double the redstone. So this, you can see it kind of making some particle effects there, and then you get a simple catalyst out of this. That's a horrifying sound. So, I think I need 6 of these right now. We're going to need those for some other things we're going to do as well, so it's a good thing I made them. Alright, so that's done. And this will make Terrae, which is one of the things we need. So you can see more particle effects there. And then each one of those got used up, and we got a piece of Terrae. And what you do to those ones we're going to keep in physical form because we're using those to summon a boss from I don't know if I'd call him a boss, maybe a mini boss from Blood Magic. And what you do to get them into liquid form here, you can already see that oops, I did not want to do that. I'm going to clear the destinations of both of these. You can see there's like 5,000 on the bottom of my screen there, right above my experience. There's like 5,760 Terrae already in there. You can pipe them in with a hopper or place them in by hand. I think you can only place one at a time by hand, I'm not too sure, but I just like to use hoppers. And it takes a little bit of time for them to boil down. There's no actual inventory, so you can't like open it up and check how far along it's going. You can see how much is stored in there. You can see again at the bottom there, it says there's 2,000 in there now. Each piece is 1,000 of whatever. And to link this to get it to transmit, the first thing you're going to want to do is shift right click in the air with the router to make sure everything's cleared out. You might also have to clear out the destination list of the calcinator if you've already used it. So it's good just to clear everything out right away just so nothing gets mixed up. And what you do is you shift right click the calcinator with your router, and this will turn it this brown color that it already is. That sets what you want to transmit, which reagent. And then you just right click the calcinator and it says it's linking, and you right click the thing you want to transmit to, which is the bell jar. You can see it's now transmitting. There's some particle effects every now and then, and you can just see the number in the bottom there rising again. So after this all gets melted down, we should have about 6,000. These 6 Terrae we're going to actually use to fight a boss. I've already done it once, but we're going to need to fight it again anyway, so I figure why not. We'll let this do its work, and we'll go fight this boss quick. Overworld. I'm going to sleep to get rid of this rain. Of course, it's just morning, so we can't do that. I set it up over here by our other boss fights just because, I don't know, it seemed appropriate. And I forgot to master Blood Orb. That's another thing you need to summon the demon. I also I forgot to make the next tier up of Blood Orb for since I had the tier 5. I actually never made the tier 5 orb, but you can see here I finally made it. It's made with a demon blood shard, which looks like I forgot to set this to me. Remember to always right click it so it knows it's from you. So I'm going to show you how I got that shard. That's actually what I used the shard for. And I'm not going to leave with forgetting my master blood orb again. Okay. I think it was just dawn, so yeah, can't sleep yet. So this is how you can summon a demon. You just make these arcane plinths and surround it with these pedestals in a pattern like this. And then you put the same, there's a bunch of different demons you can summon, but to get the one we want, you use 6 of any one kind of element. So we could have used like 6 Aether or 6 Tenebrae or 6 Incendium, but I just tried to find the cheapest one. So I mean, this one's Obsidian, Sand, and Dirt, so pretty cheap. As soon as I right click on there, it should start up. This boss should not be that difficult at all. I've already fought it once and it is not too hard to beat. Mind the lightning strikes. And here we go. So, pretty easy, especially with all the gear we've got. There you go. And from that we got our Demon Blood Shard. Perfect. So that's what you use to make the next tier of Blood Orb, but I think it's also used in a few other things, like upgrading our activation crystal. I'm not sure if we need the upgraded one for the ritual we're gonna do or not, but just figured I'd get it anyways. Is there some in there? There shouldn't be some in there. Why is there some in there? We have a full jar and some extra. I guess I accidentally made a couple extra. Actually don't want that extra. There you go, clear it out. Might as well keep the Master Blood Orb in there. I like having a bunch extra. I like having one at the altar, like one in the chemistry set, and then, you know, one in like the AE system, so I'm glad I made a bunch of them. So, what was that? Oh yeah, I'll throw these in here. These can keep making the basic catalyst. You need a lot of catalyst, so it never hurts to have plenty on hand. Get rid of some of this junk. Alright. So, the next thing we're going to have to do is find a spot to do this ritual. Do not do this anywhere near anything that you might want to use in the future, or your base, or anything. You want this pretty much as far away as you can get it. What I'll probably wind up doing is make another one of those linking books, and then I'll just create another book to go straight there and then straight back from this dimension, because it'll probably be in the overworld. So I'm going to go fly around, find a good place for it, and I'll be back in just a minute. Alright guys, so you just saw me fight Gaia Guardian 2.0 over there. I decided I'm kind of waiting for something from Blood Magic right now, and I'm just kind of doing random things in the meantime, kind of some housekeeping type stuff. I decided it was time to beat Gaia Guardian 2.0, just for something fun to do while I'm waiting. I did add protection to all of my gear, so I think that helped out quite a bit. I added protection 3 enchant to everything. I also made some flowers for some possibility with Botania later, but I thought I'd show you what you get from beating that. You get one random Will of Torag. You apply this to Terrasteel helmets to get different effects. Fortunately, I'm not using Terrasteel currently. I might later, I'm not sure, but you get kind of cool effects when you add that to that. You got, what did I get, like 18 Gaia Spirits, I think? Quite a few. And kind of the coolest thing that you get here is this Dice of Fate. So this can have, oh man, I don't even remember, 1 of 6 I want to say, but it'll probably tell me in the Lexica Botania. Actually, what would this be under? Gaia 2? Might be under Alphamancy. There we go. Guess that doesn't say either. I think there's 6 because it scrolls through 1 through 6 on there on the dice. So I think it's 6 different items. And once you get one, it's soulbound to you, or how does that work again? This dice is soulbound to me, so only I can use this dice. I think that's what it is, and it's random what you get. And I think you can get duplicates, so you might have to do it more than 6 times. But there's some really rare items you can get from it, and some really powerful ones actually. So I'm gonna take a roll of the die by right-clicking it, and we'll see what we get. The Ring of Odin. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, I remember what happens. If you roll the same number again, you just don't get anything. It's not, you can't get multiples of the same item ever. You just, yeah. I think. Oh yeah, this gives me a bunch of extra max health. You can see there, my health going up. Look at that. That's much better. Wow. So yeah, I gained almost an entire health bar from that ring. I'm sure it probably takes mana or something. I'm not really sure how that works out. But yeah, I just got a bunch of extra health. I might fight him a few more times. If I get anything cool, I'll show you guys. But yeah, I'm just kind of waiting on some stuff from Blood Magic. So did I leave my thing in there? No. So I'll be back in hopefully soon, but probably not for a while. Just thought I'd come back and tell you guys I got one of my favorite pieces of gear from the Gaia fight, which would be the Fruit of Grisaia. Grisaia? Anyways, what this fruit is just an unlimited food source. So no longer do I have to borrow bread or make sure I have food anymore. I can just eat this thing unlimitedly. Cool. And once more, the last one I got was a dud. It was the same number as the fruit. You can see, let's see, here, I got a 1, that got me the fruit. I rolled a 1 again and I got nothing. So last time I didn't get anything. This time I got the Holy Sword Excalibur. What's really cool about this sword is not only is it pretty cool, and I guess it makes you faster. Wow, really fast. Jeez, 655% speed. But it also shoots a little beam when you right click it. I'm going to make it nighttime, even though it almost already is. You can do that with a Blood Magic spell here. You make an imperfect ritual stone and a lapis lazuli block, and it takes something like, I don't know, 10,000 LP, 1,000 or something like that, and it turns at night. And there's other things you can put on top of this to make different things. I'm not too sure about that. Don't really use it too much. But I need to find some bad guys quick. There we go. You can see if I just shoot here, beam auto targets mobs. So I can just sit here and click and it will find all the baddies. Not sure what it does with Enderman. That's cool. Fun. I put sharpness 5 on it, but I don't think it really did anything. Interesting. Ender pearls don't hurt me for some reason. Yeah, I'm still waiting on blood magic, so I guess I'm just gonna keep killing bosses and stuff until I get 15 million LP, and we're at what, 11 million right now, and I've probably waited, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours. So it'll be a bit more, but at least I'm getting cool gadgets in the meantime. Next up on the list is the Eye of the Flugel. Anyways, this is a really cool one actually. It's pretty unique in that it lets you basically teleport between places as long as it's in the same dimension. So I'll show you guys really quick. So let's say here. So I right clicked that, so now that is bound to this location, and let's say I put another point, let's say here, so that one is now bound to there, and now, oops, I did not want to do that, there we go. So now I can teleport between Aries and Pisces. I think it's free of charge too, let me check. 565. 565, yep, totally free teleportation. So I can use this, you know, instead of trying to do portal guns and waypoints and books, I can pretty much have, you know, a multitude of locations on the overworld here with this, and just teleport freely between them. So yeah, pretty cool. I'll be right back again. Man, that is just unfortunate. 3 4s in a row. Well, technically 4. The first time I got something, but man, 3 in a row. And as you might have guessed, totally drained my mana reserves. I'll probably go ahead and add a few more to the pool, just because, you know, there's no real downside to having a large reserve of mana. But what I really wanted to show you guys, haven't got any more cool items yet besides a bunch of these different wills, which kind of makes me want to get some Terra Steel. He also drops a ton of Mana Steel. I've gotten like 2 or 3 stacks of Mana Steel from this guy. Plus I've gotten some runes of Greed too, which is pretty cool. It's a compound rune. But I've also gotten some of these Overgrowth Seeds, which are awesome, by the way. What you do is you right click them onto a grass block, and it turns it into some sort of other grass block. I can't remember what it's called. Let's see if I can find it here quick. So much Britannia. Maybe it'll tell me in the book. I think it has the Overgrowth Seed. The World Seed, Overgrowth Seed, here we go. Turns it into enchanted soil, that's what it is. And the flowers that are on there, it doubles the speed at which they operate, so that's pretty cool. So I might use those. I can't remember if it works if like a floating flower is on it. I would hazard to guess not, but that's something I might test. Just keep that in mind. We've got those. I might use them in a future build to generate mana better than just food. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. And I'll be right back. Let's see how much LP we have. 13 million? We're pretty close. We're almost to 15 mil. So I'll be back when I get there. Alright guys, so after waiting an extremely long time, probably in the neighborhood of like, I don't know, 6 hours more, I finally have 15 million life points. To get this high, you're going to need the tier 5 altar with the tier 5 orb, and you also need 25 Rune of the Orbs. What these do is increase how much you can have in your soul network. So with those 25, I can hold 15 million. I'm not sure what the regular is. I think it's like 5 million or something you can hold. Maybe only 1 million. I don't know. Anywho, I replaced a lot of the runes of speed with runes of sacrifice just to speed this up. I also augmented the Well of Suffering ritual here. You can add different things on to the ritual with the calcinators like we were doing before to make it do different things, like get more life from each hit, or make the hits do double damage and you get double the blood from it. So did a little bit of that, but I just found that waiting was the best strategy, so I just waited and waited and waited and waited and waited and waited, and yeah, we finally have it. So before we wrap up, I want to show you guys what I'm actually going to do with this. So I think we have most of the things that I need. I need this. I'm going to need this and this. Is that it? Oh, I need the sacrifice, sticker of sacrifice. I think that's it. That's all we need for our ritual here. And then I set up a book to go straight there. So here we are. This is where we're going to do it. And as you can see, I've already set up the ritual here. So I have each of the tanks on top of each of these pillars. I'm also going to make a little structure here, and you guys will find out why in a minute. How do I want to do this? I guess like this. Like this. I guess that works. Don't think I need these. It's a pretty complicated ritual because it kind of is one of the end tier things you have to do in blood magic. I just want to put these ones down here again. I'll just put these guys. So we have this. I forget in which order you have to do things. I'm going to destroy this for now. I know I just built it, but we need to get all of these different reagents into the master ritual stone there. So we'll need this and that. Okay, it's transmitting Incendium. Need to transmit our Aqua Solace. That. It's hard to remember the exact order in which to do this. Get our Aether going. Get our Sanctus. Our Terre. And our Potentia. And our Magicalis, and I think that will about do it. Yep, you can see there it's trying to transmit all those guys. So, we're ready to start the ritual. We have 15 million LP, we have all those things around it. I think now is the time that we activate the ritual, and I've also made an Awakened Activation Crystal here. You can either use a Nether Star or a Demon Blood Shard. I had an extra Demon Blood Shard, so that's what I used. And 10,000 LP with a few different things here to get that. It is bound to me, so let's see what happens. There we go. So we're going to get a little bit of a light show. This will pretty much continue as long as it's still drawing stuff in. So we'll just kind of have to sit back and chillax for a moment here. And then the last thing we need to do is sacrifice a demon to that altar that I put there. You'll also notice I've chosen a fairly flat land that extends for quite a bit. You'll see why in a little bit. Looks like we're about 2 down. Aether's almost done. sweat. You can see I'm already starting to build up LP again. That took all 15 million, by the way. I think I still have my sleeping bag. Nothing like napping during a lightning storm while summoning demons for the portal. You know, just usual Minecraft stuff. Maybe I'll come back in a minute when this is done. See you guys in just a little bit. Okay guys, so the storm has finally ended. All of the different reagents are inside the master ritual stone here. We are ready for the final step, which involves sacrificing a demon to the altar. I hope this works. There we go. Back up. It should explode. Perfect. I'm gonna try to get these some of these stones back before it gets too crazy in here. Then I'll talk about what just happened. Usually they're supposed to be destroyed, I think, but I've noticed quite a few times that I've done this that some of the stones get left behind. You don't need this ritual anymore, so it's not a big deal that I'm destroying it. So pretty much what we've just done is opened a portal to a demon world. That's the portal block right there. And what you can kind of see start to happen is kind of a house starting to, or I guess a town starting to build. So this will expand. Basically it's like a demon invasion. Ooh, anvil. So these roads will continue to expand in every direction. Houses will continue to be formed, and as you can see right there, we've already got one little friend. These are the demons themselves, and there's different types of demons. Looks like we've got a fire one. So this demon invasion is going to be fire guards. So a lot of those guys are going to be wandering around, and those are the guys that are going to drop the item we need to progress our altars. So that's why I have this area chunk loaded and everything. It doesn't expand as much while you're here like viewing it. Also, if you attack the guards, it'll stop expanding for a while. I might kill these two dudes just to sort of see if I can get the item that we need. And at the same time, if you try to open these chests, I believe they'll come in after you. Ooh, an overgrowth seed. That is quite a find. Another overgrowth seed. Man, I'm just lucking out. So the guards should try to be coming to attack me. Unless they were too far away. Ah, here you go. See? So I'm just going to take care of these guys. They actually have quite a bit of health, so if you're not geared up, be prepared. There we go, I got one of the items that I need. Holy cow. They also spit fire, so watch out for that. Nice, I got two of them. So I'm going to head back. Oh, there's another house down here. Look at that. See if we got any good things. I'll take that music disc. These are different music discs. Guess I'll take these. And I'll leave the rest for now. Also don't need those. I'll leave the animals for now just because they look cool. So yeah, oh, we got a big boss guy. Fire Demon Grunt Guardian. Nice, even more of what we need. Okay, so I'm gonna ditch out of here and kind of let this this do its thing. Got my chunk loader here, so it should be fine. Dump this stuff off real quick. Besides the botany stuff, should probably turn my system on. That, all this stuff. That. I guess some wool. Wait, where did my... Oh, here we go. Okay, so, just wrapping up quick. These are what we're going to need for, whoa. How did you get over here, mister? Oh my gosh. Okay, emergency. So yeah, like I said, these are going to be what we need to make these crystal clusters here. Basically, we need 4 of these guys, so a fair bit of these different shards, to put on these 4 pillars you see in the corner here. And that will get us to the tier 6 altar, which is the top tier right now. So we'll probably do that next episode, and maybe move on to another mod from there. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. See you guys in the next one.